This is A Who All Gonna Be Their podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat.
What's up? What's up? We back in the building with another episode of A Who All Gonna Be Their podcast, the place where you get to be an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat. And in the building, we have Tracy J in her ring.
Oh, my eyes! It's so bright. Did you shine it recently? Did you shine it?
A little bit.
Oh, it's
my
bright.
God. She ain't shine nothing. Then we got
yes,
Josh.
I did, because I gave my baby a bath, and the soap and the water that counts.
Oh Lord!
No?
Like I said, we got Josh, and then of course Eli.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, my fellow group chatters. How are y'all doing this evening?
Eric, no. How are you doing? Let's get you out the way today.
Yeah, let's go ahead and start with you first.
Oh,
we can wait.
Yep.
We care about you.
They put me first. Oh my goodness.
We gotta put Eric first.
Yeah. They gotta put me first. Oh, y'all, I am doing splendid. Work has been a mess. It's some mess going on, but
Justice.
Just in case they listen, we ain't gonna say nothing. You don't know whose side we on.
There we go.
But we on your side. We on your side. Just know.
Exactly.
So you know.
There we go. Look, come on, Josh. Shoot.
My brother.
Justice for the fam.
Exactly. There we go. But other than that, I've been pretty good. Act like it's a little cold trying to sneak up on me as I've been coughing a little bit.
Oh, Lord, let me put my mask on.
Oh, now I'm contagious.
I got one too. Shoot, I'm ready.
I'm contagious.
Touch me, baby. Give me what you got. Come on.
Uh-oh. And I heard him.
Not you had the mask ready.
Oh, yeah.
I'm staying safe.
Oh, wait. You really did have a mask?
Ain't no COVID catching me. Hey, you never know. You got to be prepared.
Look,
you could be
what?
I'm not trying to catch it over the microphone.
Listen,
we
you
don't
never
know.
know.
Listeners, put on your mask if you have one, because Eric's a little sick.
And here go Josh putting on this darn bandana rag.
Oh, Lord. No. Take it back. Retract.
That's his infamous head rag.
Lord. That thing probably started COVID.
Actually, COVID started in the U.S. where Eli's at right now, but you ain't hear that from me.
Eli started it.
Hey, it was my whole. I think it was low key in the county I was in.
It was in Seattle.
Yeah,
really?
It was some retirement home if I remember right, but it was still in Washington. We are
it was some old meetings
of the first COVID case in the U.S.
What a shame.
I wear it with pride. We're known for something. People will stop disrespecting Washington and mixing us up with DC. You say Washington, you think state, the state that started COVID in the U.S. Not Washington D.C. Ain't nothing in D.C.
Except the White House.
I was just about to say that's probably why it started in Washington, because that's where the capital is. Oh,
but that's
different Washington.
Not the same.
They should call it something else.
They should call DC something else. You're right. It's DC.
It should just be DC. It should be just DC.
Washington should have kept its original name of New Columbia.
Washington. I wonder if there's a Washington, Texas.
Wait,
I bet you it is.
Washington,
which one should have been New Columbia? The Northwest one?
The state in which you reside.
Oh.
It was supposed to be Columbia?
Yeah, you didn't know that was the original name, Columbia, but then this had name.
There is a Washington, Texas.
Never knew that. Okay, State Pro.
Come on,
how far am I from
remember,
Washington, Texas?
I'm a Josh of all trades. I know a little bit about a lot.
I love that. Trademark that. Josh of all trades. Love it. How are y'all? We've talked about me. What's up with y'all?
Child, we chilling. We making it. My neighbor be cooking. Okay, he not like me. So he like, I be making these Texas Twinkies. You know what Texas Twinkies are?
No,
never heard.
They don't even sound good.
It's jalapenos, and you normally wrap it in bacon, and then people put different stuffings in it, right?
So like,
It's
how
like, yeah.
jalapeno?
Yeah, basically wrapped in bacon, but they call them Twinkies.
Popper.
Huh?
So basically,
No, you thinking that? Well, jalapeno popper is fried. This is like baked or grilled or like sauteed.
Well, you can do different variations of a pop.
True.
Oh,
But he made some, and I was just like, he was like, "You eat pork?" I was like, "Nah, I don't." Like, because I had bacon that morning. But I've been trying to get out of like getting this man food, and then he's like, "Oh, I can make different ones though." And he just kept going. Do you like cream cheese? No.
Nope.
He just kept going. I was like, "All right, bro, just bring me some." Bro, he brought that mess today. I like, I ain't about to eat this. Open it. That shit looks so good. Bruh, that shit was good.
Did you taste it?
Oh, it was delicious. I ain't gonna lie, it was good. It was good. I
You
like
hating on that man.
All right, short Ramsey because he real short. I'm short Ramsey.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that shit was good. I ain't gonna even lie.
Trying to get out of you almost missed out on a blessing.
Listen, Miles. Delicious.
Oh, man.
Shout out to whatever his name is. You know, I be forgetting.
Wait, how is it her neighbor, y'all? I've been her neighbor for 20 years and she still.
We met for 3 years.
I went home for Mother's Day and my mom introduced me to her neighbors. We went back at the house. She said she don't know their names. She asked me what their names was. Well, they just introduced themselves to me. And she said, we don't know each other. We just call each other, hey neighbor.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was like. It'd be like, hey neighbor. I just do the like. That white lady over there, she'd be like, hey neighbor. I'd be like, hey, she be trying to have a conversation. I'd be like, hey girl, I'm trying to get in the house. I'll let you. But yeah, we've been there for 3 years now. Almost so. I don't know. Earl.
Oh, not that. Anything but that.
Oh, Nathan. He white. Nathan. No, he like a Chuck. I'm gonna call him Chuck. Chuck the neighbor.
Well, as for me, I have recently discovered some bad news.
Oh, what happened?
They just opened a Wingstop about down the street from me.
Oh yeah.
And I finally have to accept the fact that I'm not going to unbig my back this summer.
Listen, you see the way my neighbor throwing these Twinkies together, my back gonna be big right there with you. Come on, big backs unite.
Ooh, no, so I had to go and accept my fate. Although they kind of slow over there at this new location, they messed up on my order today. So who knows?
Oh my god!
As long as it's good eats, hey, Wingstop better than Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yes, I was in denial for the longest, but I must.
Buffalo Wings so trash now.
Yes, I think it was only good. That's where we used to go for like after the football games in high school and stuff. And it was just like the camaraderie and the excitement. And I think that's all it really was because the wings are bloop.
Yeah, they're trash. That garlic parmesan sauce fire though.
The one thing that irks me most about wing places is that Wingstop, they have their deals on Monday and Tuesday. Buffalo Wild Wings has their deals on Tuesday and Thursdays. Why is there no wing place have Wing Wednesday?
Because that's the Lord's Day. That's a revival day. Did y'all do revival on Wednesdays? We always do revival on Wednesdays.
I think a lot of people do like Bible study on Wednesday.
Yeah. Revival, Bible study.
Wing Wednesday.
YPWW. Did y'all have YPWW? Yeah, know what that is?
Yes, on Sunday. I know.
Nobody knows what that is.
Young people will and worker.
Come on, Eric. Come on, YPWW. I know that's right.
That's because y'all old.
We did our middle of the week.
I said
Young people willing workers. I think it was another name for us to be slaves.
Us youngins like me and Eli don't know about that.
Shout out to homie Jesus. That's all y'all say.
Not the homie Jesus.
Listen, because he on the main line. He's just a call away. Okay.
Listen,
he's always on the main line. Who, Eli? What about you? How you been? What's up?
You know what? Made it through a heat wave. We hit about
like heat wave.
We had a heat wave
in my heart.
Well, what's the temperature for? What's a heat wave for y'all?
Heat wave. You know what? We've had worse, but it was high 80s. We had like an 89 day, 87. I was struggling. Yeah, my dog was struggling.
So you ain't got you got AC in your apartment?
I got a big old AC unit, not one that like sticks out a window or whatever. That's illegal. Yeah, or no, I don't think it's illegal, but
that's not the norm. That's the weirdest thing in the world. Kiki was telling us that, and I think that's the weirdest thing in the world. How you end up?
They don't have them in California though either, do they?
No, because I remember back when I was at Pepperdine, none of the dorms had AC in them. And we had a
in California. Okay, yeah, that's hot down there. That's weird.
But the thing is, they thought because Malibu's right next to the coast, oh, it's not gonna get that hot. Child, it was like 80-something degrees at night.
Oh,
I don't know. I guess we brought the heat that year.
I can't sleep in no 80.
No, we had no AC, and my room didn't get no air.
Y'all didn't have no room unit.
No, we didn't have nowhere.
So how did y'all survive?
The rich people had fans, and I just had to sleep in the lobby.
Wait, you paid all that money to live there just to sleep in the lobby?
Look, like I said, the way my room was facing, I didn't get no air from the window. I didn't get no air in.
You couldn't get no flow.
I didn't get no flow.
Your roommate didn't have no fan?
I didn't have no roommate.
Oh, well, that's a blessing.
Ooh, I would have.
We're not going to ask anyone on this question. Moving on.
I was like, we're going to go keep going.
Anyway.
She asked that man to burp in her mouth.
Anyways.
Who said
that? You know who.
Oh, you talking about the name of the episode?
Yeah.
You didn't. Carolyn said that.
Oh, Lord.
We'll get to it, chat. We'll get to it.
I know. We should have gave Trees one guess, and I bet you she would have guessed it right if we gave her
Just burp in my mouth.
Well, y'all.
Oh.
This is our penultimate episode. I cannot.
That's what she be sounding like.
Do it again.
Oh. Okay. That's what she sounds like.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, I love Carolyn.
Oh, goodness. Okay. This is our penultimate episode covering Survivor 44. Y'all, we have done it. We are almost at the finale. This has been a really great season. Like, this episode was probably the weakest out of all the episodes, in my personal opinion. Now, you guys can give your own opinion after the fact, but it still has some moments, I guess. We'll see. What did y'all think about the episode overall?
It was kind of mid.
Yeah, it had me on the edge of my seat because I thought I knew it was gonna happen, but I was like, I don't know. This person can be kind of erratic, so I don't know. They might just go and do what I don't want them to do. But yeah, it was kind of an episode. It was just an episode. You just got to get through.
Yeah,
there's not much more to it.
Tribal was what I was at. Like, Tribal is what had me on my, like you mentioned, on the edge of your seat. I was too. I was like, hold on. I thought it was it, but we'll get there.
Yep.
So we coming off, the whole Danny blindside. Danny gets sent home. Clap it up because goodbye, Danny.
Oh wait, I need to turn my mic down.
Oh my gosh. Then
I just remembered.
I just remembered.
Production said I was too loud last episode.
She said we was loud, but my mic ain't never changed volume thing. But
I always change volume.
Sorry, I know I'm Carolyn. So we get back from Tribal, and Carolyn is talking about how she used her idol on Carson. She doesn't have any regrets, and now everybody sees that she's not just some kooky, crazy, emotional player, that she's here to play. That would have been all fine and dandy if she would have kept it in her confessionals.
Exactly.
She decides to go and start telling him about, yes, I found the idol. Yeah, I made the little red X plan. That's the whole plan she did to set up somebody to get the fake idol. Yeah, Sarah found the fake idol, and I planned this at the bird cage, and I planned this, I planned that, I did this.
Running her mouth too much.
I said,
too much.
Shh, don't say that.
Like, all she had to say is like, yeah, I found it early on at Tika, and I didn't keep it to myself.
I just want to say nothing. I found it, and my business.
Facts. I found it as y'all saw.
I would have been, I would have put a little more extra. Like, yes, I found that thing. I was barely found that thing.
Yeah, I went to go pee. I wasn't even looking for it, and it popped out at me. I've been lying.
Oh man! So she's going around spilling, and Yam Yam and Lauren are like, "Hold on, Yam Yam, he's getting like appetite, salivating at the thought of Carolyn becoming this dangerous place. He said her target is getting bigger and bigger as she's explaining herself, and I think Carolyn's become a dangerous player in this game, and it's somebody that we might need to take out sooner rather than later. And Lauren is also saying the same thing. She's like, Lauren, she's going around here acting like she's crazy, like she don't know anything, like she's out of the loop, and she's not out of the loop. She's not silly. She knows what she's doing, and she's a great game player. And she said, I'm catching on to it. And it's funny because Carolyn, I think she caught herself after the fact because she was like, but it doesn't mean I'm a good player at this game. But it doesn't mean that I know what I'm doing. Like, sis, you know.
They're like, no, you knew what you were doing. You're smart. Like, you're not here for no reason. You can't play that off. After doing your whole evil master plan spiel on how good you did.
Exactly. She started feeling herself and lost herself. I think she lost herself the game this week. It might not have cost her the game this week, but she lost the overall game this week. Moving on, after she got caught up and everybody's on to her little game, and now she's a hot topic, Lauren and Jamie are like, we need to get out. Carolyn, I think it's time. We need to split the Tika 3 up anyway. It's time to get her out because she's too dangerous, and they're in agreement with that. And they think Carson and Yam Yam are on board because they're like, we've been working with them, and so Carson and Yam Yam just like, yeah, let's do it, let's get her, let's do it. I'm down. She is dangerous, and Carson does agree that she's dangerous, but he's like, I'm not getting rid of Carolyn. We've come this far together. I trust her with my life in this game, pretty much. So it's gonna be one of you Ratu girls, pretty much. And so he's like, but I'm just telling them what they want to hear so they feel comfortable and they feel safe. And he's like, that's what, me and Yam Yam are doing. That's what you doing. Because Yam Yam, he been talking about getting Carolyn out this whole episode. And he is ready. And so they leave us with that because in the middle of the night, Miss Heidi decides she's going to get up and start searching for Idol. And Carson catches her. So he said, I see
Miss
Heidi.
who?
Who?
Oh. Keep going.
Come on, Eric. Pick up. Hey,
I'm trying to be nice.
No.
That's all. I'm just trying to be nice.
Hey, he's nice to the winner of Survivor. Whatever.
Hey,
Bruh, if Heidi win, I'm gonna flip a table. Anybody left can win, honestly, except for Heidi.
Honestly.
Like, I'll be okay with anybody else winning. Carolyn can win, Yam Yam can win, Carson can win, Lauren can win.
Right, everybody but Heidi. Heidi going home next week. I don't care what nobody say.
She's
She's going home with the money because it's a finale. She's going home with the money.
Bye.
It's a
Eli, you give me a migraine. We're like, right here, stop that.
No, don't make me take a lap again.
Yeah, let me put him backstage.
BB viewers, no, hold up.
Clearly, he done lost his mind
Again.
But again, right? So Carson catches her dead at night looking for Idol. So they all start looking for Idol. Nobody finds nothing, of course, that we know of. Now, I'd be surprised if we see somebody had found something at Final Five.
Oh, please no. Please no, Survivor.
Idol Final Five is crazy.
Look, there's gonna be, I don't know about an Idol, but there's gonna be something, some sort of advantage hidden.
They always do that advantage right at Final Five.
Yeah, it'll probably be like
I wish they would stop that.
We're gonna practice the challenge in advance or something.
Yeah, and it helped old girl win season 41, but it did not help in season 42 or
who won
43.
season 41?
That one girl.
Quit Erica.
Who?
Right. So anyways,
my favorite part is the who somebody.
Because
no, that's what
we were all left with who. It's that that Snoop Dogg clip. Who? Oh man. So they looking for that. They don't find nothing that we know of. Then they get to the reward challenge, and it's the infamous comp where somebody gets inside the little hamster ball, and then the other people are blindfolded, and the one inside the ball have to guide them along the course. As soon as Carson got inside that ball, I knew the orange team was going to win, and that consisted of Carson, Lauren, and Yam Yam, whereas the purple team was Carolyn, I almost call her Jordy, Jamie, and what's that woman name? You know who the other lady.
Carolyn.
Pickamia?
Yeah, Pickamia.
Oh.
And so so they're in one. I was like, ain't no in the world they fit to win this. Ain't no one in the world, because Carson's guy and the other ones, they got this wrapped up, and they pretty much did. They led the whole way there, and they win the reward, so they get to go to Sanctuary. They get massages, pedicures, manicures. I'm just adding all this in there. What else they get?
Did they let them take a shower first?
Sandwiches.
That's Tracy by exact. I was like, I feel bad for these people that are giving them these foot massages. These people ain't had a proper shower.
I know they feed musty, dusty, and
They probably got jungle rot.
I would have said either a foot massage or shower. Man, give me a shower. If they foot massage, give me a shower.
No, I want both, and I'm gonna take a shower.
Yeah. Give me both. You know what I did win? Both. Right. Well, I would have had the little foot water. What? You get a little wrench off.
Creamy. Not a wrench off.
Yeah, a little wrench.
Oh, man. So while they relaxing and maxing all cool by the pool side,
come on.
They started, here go Yam Yam. I see, we're chilling, we're by the ocean, but strategy comes to mind. And he says, so what are we doing? Pretty much. And Lauren's like, honestly, I just think Carolyn's a dangerous player. So she's obviously floating Carolyn. Mm-hmm. They're both seemingly on board. We know Yam Yam is honestly considering, whereas Carson is straight up pretending and has no intention on cutting Carolyn at this point. So Lauren is in the dark because she's the target for Carson. He's like, out of the two, Lauren is the bigger threat. So we're going to get rid of one of them, and it's probably going to be Lauren. And so the girls back home, at the camp, they're also having the same conversation, except Jamie is pushing Carson's name. And they're like, oh, yeah, Carson is a threat. And Carolyn acknowledges how big of a threat Carson is. But she said, I can't let go of him yet. I need him. Maybe not this time, but next time. And every time somebody say this, we know whenever you think you need to wait one more time, it's probably the time you need to do something. Because waiting one more time is going to get you out. Because it almost got you out this time.
We are in final 6. It's like, I understand wanting to keep your Tika 3 to 5, and that's the ultimate way to stay as safe as you can. But man, if they throw a puzzle in front of y'all that he 3D printed, like, y'all got one chance to beat him. And if not, it's up to fire making.
Yeah. Even if he didn't practice it, he's still good at puzzles, period.
Yes. True.
They might hope they got another endurance next or something.
So it's like I was just cringing this whole episode for Carolyn because I'm just like, before I even, felt like it was secure that she was going home, I was just like, sis, Carson needs to go. I feel the same way for both of them because he's not ready to let her go. She's not ready to let him go. And it's like, both of y'all dumb because y'all need to cut the other person. One of y'all should have made the move this week. And they did not do that. What, Treese? Because you smiling.
She changed her name.
Nothing.
Oh, okay. You was teasing. I'm like, what you got to say?
They can't be happy.
No, I want misery on this podcast. No.
Especially when we talking about Carolyn getting voted out.
No, we don't.
Right.
Want
Carolyn making bad reads.
Literally. Like, what is going on with our faves? Our faves are showing. They like, it's hard at this stage in the game because we like so many people. We like half of the people that are there. And at some point, somebody got to go.
Right.
And so it's really hard now at this stage in the game. And it's been a long time since the game has had me with this many favorites close to the end besides BB23. So it's really nice to see that we do have this many faves left in the game. But moving on, like I said, they were pitching Carson back at the camp, but Carolyn has no intention of doing it when they merge back together. This is where the title of our episode comes in. Treese, I guess, missed this portion. Go ahead.
I think I was
changing. Can y'all send me backstage? I don't want to hear this. I don't want to talk about it. Make me take a lap pre this combo.
It was gross. I didn't know if this was on.
That's what the man is called.
For our listeners, Eli done took himself out, or Treese removed him from the stream because he didn't want to hear this part. But I'm trying to hold on till he get back so I can still tell it because he gonna get to hear this.
Why am I back here?
You gonna have to hear this. You gonna have to hear it.
And all of its glory. And I thought I heard it wrong. I was like, what kind of Survivor kink mess is this going on? So the three that come back from their reward, Josh is laughing, but I was just like disgusted. I was also eating at this moment. So they get back. Carolyn walks up to Yam Yam. She says, "Can you burp in my mouth?"
Oh.
And he's like, "Wait, what?" She said, "Burp in my mouth." What did he do? I don't know
how he missed that part. He actually did it.
He actually did it.
I have never been that hungry in my life, and I never want to be.
Like, what are they doing? Am I underestimating the amount of food deprivation will do to you? Because, like,
see, but the thing is, she just got an award like a couple days ago. She shouldn't be that hungry.
Yeah, she just ate. She just being herself.
She said, "Burp in my mouth." The fact that she asked was the second part that made me is he actually did it. First of all, how do you command burps like that to just do it? Remove him from the stream immediately.
I can do a command burp. I don't burp often though.
But Eric, how are you surprised at this? Remember what we learned about her in like episode 1 or 2? About what she did when her son's tooth went missing? I wasn't surprised at anything about this woman.
I'm not, but it was just the fact that she verbalized it and that he did it. And then she's talking about, everything about him just smells good. His beard smells good. Yes. And
like
then
chocolate.
Now she wants some of the yams.
She want to get to the yams.
Sweet yams.
Exactly. And then she gonna later on talk about, I probably shouldn't have asked him that because now it's starting to smell bad or something like that. What did she say?
Yeah. Like, breath does. And I know they ain't got no toothpaste or toothbrushes on the
disgusting. Island. So you dealing with all types of plaque and gingivitis.
We living with 30 days of nasty.
Exactly. And so that was revolting, Carolyn. Don't ever do that again. And Yam Yam for even obliging her request. You should be ashamed of yourself too. Because why would you do that? You said what, Eli?
I said we should make them take a lap.
They definitely lap.
Carolyn needs about 2 of them.
For that, y'all both will be going to the jury for doing this like that.
Yep.
But before we get to that portion, we have to get to the immunity challenge.
Hey. Okay.
Which was another endurance comp or challenge.
Not endurance.
It was endurance. Don't play them.
It was like 5 minutes. That ain't endurance.
Technically, it is still endurance.
It's not my fault.
Even though it was short.
My name says Endurance Queen Lauren. It was an endurance comp. It is not my fault that 3 out of the 6 fell off. Oh no, excuse me. 4 of the 6 fell out before 5 minutes was up. Jamie's ball fell off. She was the first out. Carolyn's ball falls. She was the next one out. Then what's his name? Carson's fall. There is still 3 minutes out of this 5 minute increment. So each step, so whether you have to hold this ball on this platform with hold these ropes and hold the ball on the platform for 5 minutes in each section. They were out within 3 minutes. And so it's Heidi and Lauren and old girl duking it out.
Oh girl.
Duking it out. And they complete the first round. So they move on to the next round. And then they focus. Lauren's ball starts tilting. She recovers. It's tilting again. She recovers. Old lady ball is moving to the side. She recovers. And then it eventually falls. And Lauren, Endurance Queen, wins her second immunity. Woo, woo. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey,
Lauren.
Who would have known that Lauren would be the comp queen? Or
come on, comp.
I mean, I guess it's only 2. But who's won the most comps this season? Individual. Is
her and Franny are tied.
Oh, Carson really won more of the team challenges.
Yeah, that don't count. But yeah, so her and Franny are tied.
She has the most, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
All right, Franny, you at the house.
Hey, hold on, not too much on my girl, Franny. Not too much.
Hey, she lost.
Not too much.
She got voted out. Her stats don't matter no more.
Exactly, they don't. Sorry.
So Queen Lauren with the most wins at this point. She will not be the 14th person voted out of Survivor.
It's looking like a winner.
I told y'all from that walk. I'm telling you, that walk told me all I needed to know. Sis is a boss, and she came to win this thing. And she probably gonna win the next 2 challenges, which would be awesome to see, honestly. to her taking herself to the finals and racking up 4 wins. That would be pretty cool to see. So yeah, she wins, and the plan that Carson had to get rid of her, Jamie, now it's shifted because Jamie's the only option for them. And so they're like, all right, it's gonna be Jamie, or what else we gonna do? Because we're not turning on ourselves, are we? Pretty much, because Yam Yam did kind of float the idea of potentially, getting rid of Carolyn, because that's what Lauren and Jamie were pitching, because of how dangerous she is and how smart she is and how she can play under the radar and pretend that, things are, emotional, but she's really plotting and planning. And Carson does, for the first time, start to actually contemplate it. And he's like, well, it does kind of make sense. And then, but it's really Yam Yam for the majority of this portion. He's really struggling. And I like to see this because he's battling this internalized, force of, do I go with my heart and keep Carolyn? Because we've been together the longest out of anybody since we started this game. We've never left each other's side. Or do I take this opportunity to cut her because she can win this game if I keep her in this game and don't get rid of her now? And we know in these games that shots at great players like this don't come often, which is what we mentioned earlier in this episode. When you have the chance to take these shots, you need to take them. And so he's having a war of the heart and the mind. Heidi, I'm giving her name because she's clueless as ever. Don't know what's going on. Don't know where the vote is going. She thinks, Lauren and Jamie voted my name down, so I'm just going to go with the Tika 3. How stupid could you be? You rather take out one of the two. I know they've been voting your name, but logically speaking, they know that the 3 are coming for them. So they're not going to waste their time on you because you're a non-factor. So why wouldn't you not pair with them to take out one of the 3? But you rather go in the final 5 with 3 solid pairs? Well, I mean, a group of 3.
This was a chance to guarantee her to be in the middle and almost ultimately be safe. If she was in the middle of a 2-2, she would have been cool. But for some reason, she wanted to be the 4th wheel, not even the 3rd wheel, the 4th wheel.
That's because
she's
not
the 4th wheel.
And especially you're trying to play emotional. That's why I said last week it'll be smart for the Tika 3 to rope her in, and that's smart on their part. I think especially Carolyn. I think Carolyn put in a lot of work on picking me in.
She
try to lure her in and saying like, they wrote your name down. You can't go with them, girl. You come with us. We got you.
Right, which is smart.
No, I will say. Go ahead.
No, I was done. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, she did say that her path to the end is Carolyn and Jam Jam. I somewhat agree with her. If there's a chance for her to win, I think that might be the best path for her. But go ahead, Eric.
Put a thought in that because we can speed along because much this episode again because I want you to hold that thought because I'm gonna talk about that as we give our predictions going into this finale. So we have them. They're in tribal council. Really, with the plan, you got Lauren and Jamie. They're going for Carolyn. You have Heidi and Carolyn. They're going for Jamie. And Carson is supposed to be going for Jamie as well. Mm-hmm. But we had that last minute conversation of are they, won't they, will they cut Carolyn? And so we don't really know where their votes are going to go. I'm assuming Carson is going to stay where his was, but with the Yam Yam's vote, that's who we're really looking at. And so they're at tribal, just asking all these questions. And he's like, so what is going on? Like, how's everybody feel with this being the final 6? And so they brought all their stuff. Tribal, I do have to mention this because like, Jeff, we don't know if we're going back to the camp, if you're going to switch us up. And so Lauren has all of our stuff because she the only one that ain't going nowhere tonight. I said, I know that's right.
Listen.
Got the rights and everything.
And that's what Jeff said. He said, well, yeah, everybody gets to worry except for Lauren. You're the only one that don't have to worry about what's going to happen tomorrow because no matter what, you are going. And so it made sense to make sure she has her stuff going into Final 5. But the conversation that stuck out that had me confused. Normally, I don't get fooled by the edit, y'all, because, we well-versed. We talked about this last time. The edit doesn't normally fool us. Well, I don't know if it fooled y'all, but it kind of had me thinking.
Oh, it had me thinking.
It fooled me as well.
Oh, yeah.
We were screaming. We were like,
They got us. They got us. because the conversation was Yam Yam is like, yes, there are no groups. Groups are breaking apart that used to be formed together. They're breaking apart. Carson is talking about there's breakups happening, and it's hard for this to happen. But sometimes in these games, you have to let go of certain relationships. I'm like, and Carolyn's, she doing her, she looking and twisting and turning, and I'm like, dang, our sister out of here.
No idol, no nothing, all because she decided to play it on Carson.
Which we agreed. We agreed that it was the right move, but in this moment, I was like, dang.
She was safe, so I guess it worked out. I guess,
but it almost wasn't.
Very close. Yeah, I was scared.
She was like an inch from being out the door, and it would have been so sad to see, because to go out, you used your idol last week, and you didn't have to go out by their hands, by the hands of the person that you saved, or your closest ally in the game. Either way, it really would have been the ultimate betrayal for her. And I really don't know if she would have forgave them.
Oh no,
she would have been pissed.
No, I was saying if they do this, they lose her jury vote, especially Yam Yam.
Oh yeah. I
think she might forgive Carson, but she definitely will not forgive Yam.
She loved Carson.
No. She did. She's like, this my boy. And so they get to read them votes, y'all. Oh, Heidi, old lady get up for some reason. It's just how she ain't got no sense in the game. Nobody is coming for you. She gets up to play her idol. I'm gonna play. I'm making it to the final 5 myself. She play her idol. I say, "Oh, good. Glad you wasted that, sis. So we ain't gotta worry about you making the final 4."
Now, let me defend my queen real quick. I still think it was smart of her. Of course, it's a results-oriented move, and it didn't work out. Mm-hmm. But I think if you walk into Tribal and you're like, hey, more than likely, it's a 50-50 if I go. Because it's either pretty much at that point in Heidi's mind going to be either Lauren, or sorry, not Lauren, my mistake, Jamie,
right?
Or
correct
herself.
That. Lauren had that necklace.
Lauren not going anywhere. My bad. But for it to pretty much be 50-50 on what Tika does. At least that'd be my mindset. I'm like, man, I'm not taking the 50-50 risk just to last one more day. I'm a comp out in a challenge. I feel like Heidi's been pretty solid in challenges. So I don't think it was a worse move. I don't think we can look at Heidi and say, why did you do that?
I watched that, said, yeah, she wasted the idol.
Because she wasted it. Oh,
yeah,
go ahead.
But even like looking at it from the purpose, even trying to put myself in her shoes in the game, not name person was saying the name, like Carolyn's trying to pull you in for a vote. So obviously, she's not going to be targeting you, and then you have them over there saying, "Oh, we need to take out Carolyn." So you thought she was already in the middle right there. She did not need to waste that item.
She could have used it, but she misplayed it. She should have played it for Jamie. Because you knew she's the main target. It's either you or her. But given what Josh just said, you really know it's not you.
Though no one's gonna say to your face, "Hey, you're going." It's between you and whoever.
It's about perception.
The good players can know when something is up.
That's true.
That's just showing that if you.
That's what Carolyn did. She knew they was trying to get Carson about it. The last week, she picked that up immediately. If that lady had half of Nat's brain, she would have realized that they are going for each other. And she should have played it for Jamie and then took out Carson or Carolyn, or not Carolyn because she won't Carolyn. Took out Carson to lower her odds, leaving Yam Yam and Carolyn, who she wants to go to the. Remember, you said she did say that she wants to go to the end game with Yam Yam and Carolyn. Take out Carson because they're never going to choose you over him. With Carson out the way, not only did you just use a big play to take out the hugest threat in the game, you now get Jamie's trust. Because you saved her, you still got Carolyn in your back pocket because you've built something with her, and Yam Yam, of course, leaving Lauren on the outs going into Final 5. That would have been the smart way to use her idol. Granted, it's all hindsight. Like you really, like you mentioned, you really could never know, but typically good players are able to sometimes, not always, unless you sick, like when you're a Shan and you sick, so your mind ain't where it's at. Because if she would have been at full capacity, Ricard never would have been able to put that over on her. And I stand by that. Exactly. Boo, boo, tomato. I really wish she would have just played that idol. I know we jumping back 3 seasons, but I really wish she would have just played that idol. Leanna could have went. I'm sorry, I didn't really care. That would have been perfect.
Man, Leanna just done dipped off the face of the earth, huh? I ain't seen heard nothing from her. Have y'all?
She was supposed to be on the challenge, this upcoming challenge thing, but I guess it didn't work out or something like that. But I just wish Heidi. I mean, I keep giving her name back. I might as well just give it to her for the rest of the last couple.
Air sees a vision, except the potential vision on what could have been.
Right, of what could have been.
I agree with you. If Heidi would have done that, that would have put her as basically the front runner. Almost. Yes. She basically does the same move that Carolyn did, but to take out potentially a bigger threat and get her exact path to the final 3 and put her in the middle of a 2-2 split.
Exactly. Because you still have the 2 and 2, like you mentioned, one of y'all mentioned, is 2 Ratu, 2 Tika, you, the Soul, Soka. More than likely, they're gonna be vying for your vote. So you get the power, whether you win immunity or not. They're gonna be vying for your vote to get the other ones out. Mm-hmm. And so she would have set herself up perfectly going into that final 5 and potentially the front runner to win this whole entire game. And I would have to put some respect on her name. But now she would be referred to as old lady till she go home next week. Go ahead, Josh.
Because I was gonna say, like, I don't know, sometimes in my fantasy, when I have fantasy put myself in seasons, I always picture myself being in final 5 in the middle of 2 people.
That's your fantasy?
Because look, when I play games, I'm good at playing the middle. So yes, I'd be in the middle between 2 pairs.
Yeah, I play middle.
Stuck in the middle.
And so whenever one side ain't working for me, I'm be leaning on the other.
Because literally, you should go betray somebody and then go be like, hey, hold on, we need to be together now.
Right.
It's final 4 because I'll save you. I don't want to go to final three with the 2 of them together. So, and then
it just puts all the power in your hand. Like you get to choose what goes on next, you know?
Yeah, because at this point, if she does make final tribal council somehow, God forbid, what move can she say she made?
She voted Danny when Danny didn't go home. That's a pretty big move, am I right, everybody?
For real.
I think so.
Shut up.
Biggest move was taking Danny out.
I mean, that truly was her biggest move,
being behind it.
Or she wasn't even behind that.
Or actually, I would say she wasn't behind it, but she voted him out, so that's all that matters.
Did she even vote him out this last time?
She did, didn't she?
I don't think she did.
I don't think so.
Oh, well, never mind.
Yeah,
Wait,
she did it the week.
Eli was talking about when she voted. She was the only one that voted for him the week before when Franny went home.
Oh, you talking about Heidi?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, I thought we were talking about. Okay, never mind. F Heidi. I retract everything I just said. My mind be blanking out sometimes.
See,
F Heidi.
But yeah, so I mean, if old woman wanted to do something, this was her time to do it. Because she has no momentum, she has no resume going. There's nothing that for me, as if I'm on the jury, there's nothing that you can really do at this point in the game, if you're Heidi, to really make me vote for you.
No, at this point, considering like at least 2 of the other, like I said, if Carolyn and Carson go, and say I'm fooling, nah.
He said I'm not even
Because, I like to semi-play devil's advocate, at least look at it from all sides. And I try to think about it. It's like,
you should, because we're at the end of this episode. Jamie was voted out. It was a really close vote. It was 2 for Jamie. I mean, it was 2 votes on Carolyn. It was 1. And then where's the other vote at?
4.
Yeah, it's 4-2.
4-2. There we go.
And I'm not going to lie. I'm blaming the editors, and it's basic, or just the order that they read the votes. I thought Carolyn was cooked. I saw Carolyn.
On Jamie, I'm sorry. I said 4. Y'all said 4 on Carolyn. It was 4 on Jamie.
Yep.
To 2.
Yeah.
Yep. But after on the 5th vote that Jeff read, I thought with all my heart that I was going to say Carolyn.
He was about to say, and the 4th Supreme voted off Survivor Island is Carolyn.
Ooh, but that wasn't the case.
No,
she slipped through. Yamian voted with his heart. I do believe that was a mistake. I get why he did it, but I believe it was a mistake.
Well, let's just think about it, because now they at least go into final 5 with a 3-2, and assuming under the assumption that no idols get put back in the game.
Right.
They control the vote next round.
They better not put no more idols back in the game this late.
Please.
I doubt they probably just don't do an advantage. But let's just say under the assumption that what should happen is that no idols get back in play. All three of them control the vote next time. So if
they're not all voting together.
Again, I'm just saying running.
I know. No. Yeah. Go ahead.
So I mean they're going to control the vote. But like if Yam Yam cuts Carolyn, Jamie, old girl could jump back in with Lauren and Jamie, and then they have the disadvantage.
Jamie gone.
I'm saying if he cut Carolyn though.
You talking about this week?
Yeah.
So you're talking hypothetical.
Yeah, I'm saying that like at least I know it's kind of hard to think short term, long term, even though it's Final Five. But in the short term, at least in the next round, like, do you really want to go in a Final Five knowing that it could possibly be 3-2 against you?
Right.
And ultimately, it puts Heidi in a spot. And I guess if we're running through hypotheticals, we'll just go all in. If Lauren wins and the Three Stooges don't turn on each other,
the Three Stooges
gone, no chance.
You out of luck because you use your idol for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Like,
which I'm fine with because I didn't want you going there just in case Lauren didn't win immunity, which I think she will. But just in case, I didn't want you being safe out of nowhere. So if the old lady gotta go,
look, I think at the end of the day, I think Lauren gonna take the win. I really think she is because her ass is at Super Bowl.
I told you that. That was me.
Eric is the one that told me that, and it's been stuck in my mind ever since. Because them tickets weren't cheap, and she's a school teacher.
Is that the Super Bowl?
Her 2 kids, and her daddy.
Well.
That's a lot of money.
Isn't the thing with Survivor?
Tickets.
Do they not get the money until the show airs, or is that before?
They don't get the money until after the show airs.
She put it on a credit card.
Oh, well, yeah. She had to put it on one of them CCs. You know what I'm saying?
She got a loan just knowing she got $1 million coming.
She might, baby.
Look,
if I knew
she took
that
a mortgage out of her house.
She already got the house. She just ready to put the sign on it. Child.
But right now, I think Lauren has I don't know about her firebacking skills, but I feel like Lauren has to win this next immunity challenge.
I agree.
Absolutely.
If she's going to be easy boot.
Yeah, because now that I'm thinking about it a little bit more, I think instead of like necessarily an endurance challenge, they're going to do something like skill based.
Yeah.
Like if the next place they find like an advantage to like go practice the challenge, it'll be something like where they got to go and transfer the ball on the different paddles to the obstacle. It might go and be something like that.
It looked skill based on the edit. I mean, like the little preview clip.
So it looked like maybe one endurance and one skill based.
But I hope it's not the one that they did last season with the puzzle at the end, because then we know who's gonna win that.
Carson gonna win it. I think they for sure want Carson and Carolyn at the end because they just done gave them too many goddamn confessionals, and so they want them for sure at the end.
What I tell you, but too, see, this is how I told you how we're professionals here. Who are gonna be their podcast, because I also mentioned to Treese earlier in the season, and I may have said it over here, or I don't know, I can't remember, but I was like, Carson definitely goes far or he wins this game because he was too early. He was to run his mouth too much on the timeline all season early before the season even started. He showing merch. He got T-shirts. Yep. He just talking too much.
If he don't win, he got second. I'm gonna call it right now.
We just knew he got far, so he's at least Final Five. So that's far.
Yeah, I think he gonna for sure be on. Yep.
Because I was like, I would not be running my mouth if I was early.
And I was out like bar. Exactly, because I would not be like, "Who is you?" We don't even remember.
You got merch.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know who was the first boot this season.
Abraham, the guy that hurt his head.
He don't count as first boot.
Abraham was in season 41.
Bruce Bruce. So who was the actual first boot? I couldn't tell you the first two boots.
Wait, was that
Maddie?
Maddie or
who is
Sarah?
Maddie?
You ain't never seen that a Maddie.
I don't even know.
We calling her Maddie.
Dang, I still don't know that dance. I'm gonna get it. I know I'm like 3 years late, but I'm gonna get it.
I ain't never been with a Maddie. So we calling her Maddie.
Next pod we gonna do that dance.
You.
Who?
Me.
We?
Everybody.
Who? Not let's start with Eli talking about how uncoordinated he is.
Excuse me.
Get coordinated.
That was
okay, that was me saying that about you, but you gave me evidence.
Screaming. It's okay, Eli. I join you. I have very minimum rhythm. I have selective rhythm. Like sometimes I got it, sometimes I don't.
I got enough rhythm because I'm black, but I don't got enough rhythm because I'm black. If that makes sense. Yeah. I can keep to the beat, but it might not look that good sometimes.
For me, it's like I can make it look good, but sometimes I forget. Like I lose the beat because you get into it and then you lose the beat. Sometimes that's how.
Not you losing the beat.
The beat you can't find the beat. It's like a immunity idol. I don't know where to find it. I'm looking all over, and I just can't find the beat. It's crazy.
Oh, Lord.
The beat is ever elusive for Mr. Eli.
Indeed.
I am the beat.
Oh.
Hey,
drop
Josh,
the bass in the bass.
We saw them dance moves.
Clean it up. I like trouble. On the mid.
Man, like a booty like me. Yeah. We just lost the pot. Right. We went another direction.
We got started talking about beats and stuff.
You want to do our winner final 3 prediction and winner pick?
Yes.
Go for it. Start us off.
Go ahead, Josh.
All right. I'm trying to think logistically. Final 3. Lauren has to win this Next Beauty Challenge. I'm not going to counter out. So I'm just going to say Lauren, Carolyn, and Yam Yam final 3. I think Carolyn wins in that scenario. Not what I want, but what I think.
Okay. Yes, this is what we think, not what we want. Go ahead, Eli. Me?
Oh. I'll go.
Go ahead, Eli.
I'm very confident in Carson losing fire making.
Yep.
I think he will lose fire making, and y'all gonna hate me. I think Lauren goes at 5, and so Heidi gets her wish. Heidi gets her wish of Carolyn, Jam Jam, and herself. But
I'm sure I can see my face.
But she loses. Hey, what would the pod be if we all said, "Hey, Lauren's going to the end"? Lauren's going.
You would be right. That's what you would be.
That's boring pod though. That's boring pod work. Heidi's making it. I'm not saying Heidi's winning, but I think she gets a second place money.
Okay.
You think she gets second place?
Who's your final 3? I tuned you out, so when you said that ridiculous, egregious statement at final 5, I tuned you completely out.
I think Carolyn, Jam Jam, and Heidi. Heidi gets second in that scenario. I think Carolyn wins in that scenario.
I think Heidi get a vote over Jam Jam?
Danny's in the jury. and who's voting for Jam Jam over Carolyn if they're voting for one of the Stooges?
Screaming.
Oh, okay. He kind of ate. He nibbled a little bit.
I got y'all.
He didn't eat, but he nibbled. He just like.
Hey, I'll take it. If Josh saying I got a nibble, that means I ate the whole meal.
Because you're right. Because I don't feel like they're gonna be splitting in that scenario. I feel like Carolyn and Yemen are gonna be competing for the same votes.
Yeah,
but Danny definitely gonna be voting for Heidi. So I definitely see where he's coming from on that.
That's true.
Indeed.
Teresa
so my queen walking out with some money, but
if
Your
Lauren
queen
makes
now,
oh Lord, if Lauren makes it past this week, I'm gonna say she makes it to the final 3. Carson out and fire making. Final 3 is Carson. I mean not Carson. Lauren, Heidi, and Yam Yam. And I think Yam Yam wins. That's my guess.
Okay. I'm trying to see that. When did Carolyn go home?
5. I'm assuming.
Oh, you sent her home at 5?
Yeah, okay. If Lauren doesn't go at 5, Carolyn I think goes at 5.
Okay. I'm trying to see. Okay, so for my prediction.
But if Carolyn makes it to fire making, I think Carolyn wins fire making. I think she can make a fire.
Here's my thought. I think Lauren will win the final 5 immunity, and that's going to force them to cut Carolyn at final 5. I think she's going to get Carla or Ricard it, whatever. I don't know how to say that. Ricarded. Because that sounds too close to the other word.
Right. It's freaking hilarious.
Yes. She's going to get Carla. I didn't say the word. I just said it's too close to the other word.
I said the word.
She's gonna get. You better not say the word. She's gonna get Carla, is what I believe. Carolyn will get Carla at final 5.
I think so. They painted it too easy for her to be the dub, honestly.
Can I cut you off real quick? Because y'all both said Carolyn's getting cut at 5 when Lauren wins immunity. Who would vote against Carolyn over Carson? I guess that's my only thought.
Yam. He wants Carolyn gone. He was about ready to cut her today.
But still, wouldn't you think the 3 girls vote Carson out in that scenario? Maybe. Nope. I mean, I don't want to call out Carolyn out.
No, they want Carolyn gone.
Man, I don't understand how Carolyn's more of a threat than Carson.
They would vote Carson out. Because they can't beat him.
Carolyn don't want Carson gone. And she's going to think the 3 are going to stick together.
She said she didn't want him out yet.
That's true.
She said she's not stupid. She's like, I know he can't win. So
hold on, I forgot about. Hold on, let me read that back.
I know, I forgot about that
too. I'm willing to, but not yet.
Carson is gonna get Carla. He gonna be out at 5. If
that might
don't make it through. But if he does make it past final 5, he's gonna lose fire making. But my final 3. I either see it being all women of Heidi, Lauren, and Carolyn somehow, or it's going to be Lauren. Something's telling me that lady is going to be in final 3. Heidi, she going to be there. She just
think
is.
So too.
It's either going to be Lauren, Carolyn, Heidi, or Lauren, Heidi, and Yam in final 3, and Lauren is winning. Either because she either took out. I feel like she's either gonna take Carson out in fire making somehow, even though we ain't never seen her do nothing with us. Heidi takes him out. Heidi takes Carson out in fire making because Heidi's good at fire, y'all.
Yeah,
remember episode 1 or 2?
And they made sure to
they showed us that she
on
was
that
good
episode
at
2,
yes,
3, whenever it was.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's it.
Y'all got the script. Y'all got the script. It's crazy.
Okay. Dang. Pinpoint this 56 minutes so I can put this on the timeline when it happens.
Heidi gonna win fire making. She taking out whoever she go against fire making in to get her place in the final 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she's gonna take somebody, whoever, I don't know who wins in that scenario of who took who. Yami, I'm assuming they just dragged Yami because I wouldn't take Carolyn to the finals. So
I wouldn't either.
That's gonna be interesting. It's one of those 3 scenarios. It's either gonna be all women finale or Lauren, Heidi, and Yam, which leaning more towards the second.
Mm-hmm.
Now that Carolyn has given up her game, so Carson or Carolyn is going at 5 and 4. I think that's gonna be interchangeable for me.
Now, question: do you realistically think Carolyn has a chance of winning the next community challenge?
No, she don't.
She has not shown anything to make me think she can do.
No.
I love you, Carolyn, but you lost the ball when you were blindfolded. All you had to do was hold the ball.
Yeah, how did that happen? Man.
But listen, she could pull a Romeo and don't win nothing and win that one immunity.
Yeah, you never know.
Win.
Yeah.
Do I think it's gonna happen? No.
Give her like a 2% chance.
But we never thought Romeo would win either.
That's true.
These people pull out these clutch wins. The one immunity challenge she wins could be the one that very well pushes her into the final 3 and possibly the win.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It would be quite the story.
Dang. I just went through all these darn. I forgot what my initial stuff was. That's crazy. I don't think I gave a straight answer.
We gonna see. I really honestly don't either. I just hope anybody but Heidi win. Honestly, I'm okay with it. I'm gonna be very real.
We are
she probably
Carolyn, Carson, Lauren, Stans. We do like Yam so he can get the win too. But I'm going with Lauren all the way. I've been there with her since day 1. People doubted me. They didn't see it in the edit. They thought she was going home. She won. They thought she was going home again. She won. She's sticking it out. She's getting these little bites of stories, showing her resilience, her tenacity, and her ability to just compete. She ain't going nowhere. But to the end to win.
Home with a check. You hear me?
But Eric, do you think that Lauren can beat Carolyn?
I do.
Even based on the edit that they got, looking exclusively at edit, not gameplay. Carolyn has run this story.
Y'all are forgetting.
Oh no, she doesn't. They don't know a lot of stuff she knows. Lauren
exactly. Also, Lauren has all these comp wins compared. You know, the men gonna be heavy on them comp wins. And I think Lauren gonna rack up another or two.
By men, you mean Danny?
I think she's gonna have Brandon's vote. She's gonna have Kane's vote. She's gonna have Jamie vote. She already got 3 right there sold up. And then I think Matt and Franny, they're game players. And so with Franny being a competition beast and Lauren potentially being it, she may be able to sway.
Franny votes for Carolyn, I believe 100%.
Both of them vote for Carolyn.
Y'all, this ain't Big Brother where people don't vote with their minds. But even without those, she already have Carson, Kane, Brandon, and Jamie. That's 4 votes right there. She got Ratu. All of Ratu is on the freaking jury.
But if she gets everyone else and say she,
and all she need is Danny, and she repaired her relationship with Danny.
Hold on, you said Carson? Carson votes?
No, I said she has Kane, she has Jamie, she got Ratu, and then Danny.
Okay,
that's
I misheard you.
I might have said Carson. Excuse me.
You did say Carson.
If I did.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mean Carson. Shoot. But that's 4 votes right there. So, and even if Carolyn get the other one, I think the third person is what I think is going to be Heidi is going to vote for Lauren. I don't think she's going to vote to give it to Carolyn if it comes to a tie.
That'd be an interesting way to end this season, though, if it came down
to... I've always said, I said this last week, I thought it was going to end in a tie between Lauren and Cameron. I mean, Lauren and Carolyn.
How many people voted?
8. So Joy 8.
What happens if there is a tie?
The third person votes.
Ooh. Third place. Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, I always thought it was going to be.
I would love to see that.
I thought it was going to be Lauren, Carolyn, and Jamie in the end, and Jamie would break the tie. But now I can start to see that it could be Heidi breaking the tie between Lauren and Carolyn.
But seeing
if it gets to that point.
But in this, seeing how, I don't know how Jamie's. I know we're kind of rambling at this point, but seeing how Byyyeee, I can't think of a real name right now.
Byyyeee.
Now kind of like, I don't know, it's now kind of buddy with Carolyn. Do you think maybe this last minute complete fight in the game could potentially like sway if it was a final 3 of all the girls? Could that
maybe?
It depends.
There's a lot of what ifs, honestly, with this ending of the season, which I'm glad. I like the season that there's no clear cut winner.
Yes.
Which is why this is shaping out to be an overall really good season.
I haven't seen all the seasons, but I can say this is probably a top 10.
Yeah, from what I've seen.
I can say this is probably one of at least the best season in the post-COVID new modern era.
Yeah.
But you haven't seen all the seasons. Where do you think it will hold up?
I really can't say you can't rank a season until it's over. Because we have to wait for the conclusion. Because I don't know if somehow old girl wins, that would really
that would piss me off.
Exactly.
So bottom tier season from here on out.
It's definitely one of the seasons that's kept me the most invested because I feel like realistically, a vast majority of the people in Final 5 that are entering this finale have a shot to win. I can see everyone except Heidi winning, but even then, you never know what's going on in the jury's mind.
That's why I try to tell y'all better keep it open mind. Y'all think these juries gonna be stuck on, we like. Watch them surprise you. We done been surprised before. Keep an open mind.
But I'm winning it.
Listeners,
that's my last thought.
Okay, look, viewers, listeners, thank you so much for hanging out with us longer than we anticipated. But we had a lot to say. We went through tons of scenarios, some that made sense, some that didn't. Then we had some epiphanies in the midst of some of our scenarios. It kept us going a little bit longer than what we thought we would. But this is Survivor, and this season has done this. This episode itself had us on the edge of our seats and going back and forth between what was actually going to happen. So it's only natural that we give that to you as well. So before we go, please don't forget to give us a 5-star rating and review. Please like, comment, and share and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Who Are Gonna Be There podcast, and follow us on Instagram. Lord have mercy, Instagram and Twitter. Twitter and Instagram at Who Are There. And then make sure you turn on our post notifications so you don't miss any of our content coming out. We're out. Until next time.
Yeah.
See you in the finale.
Bye.